I got the power! '90s music reference. Thank you.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Transformers Titans Return Leader Class POWERMASTER Optimus Prime. So here we are, and there he is. And first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, we have Optimus in mid decapitation. That's still a little disturbing to me. Don't know why. Autobot Apex and POWERMASTER Optimus Prime on this side. Autobot symbol on this side. Optimus Prime again. On the top, Autobot symbol on the bottom. Just words and things. On the back of the box, you have your obligatory product shots. It does this, that, the other. And you have your brief bio if you want to read it in multiple languages. Hooray for languages! And that's basically it for the packaging. And included in the packaging is the collector's card with that same piece of artwork and tech specs for both Prime and Apex. Hooray for cards. So there you have that. So moving right along, here we have POWERMASTER Optimus Prime, who is a heavy remold of Leader Ultra Magnus, and very cool. If you like Ultra Magnus, if you've messed with Ultra Magnus, you pretty much know what you're getting here. But yeah, still quite cool. So let's get in close here so you can see the details. Big silver front grille right there. Autobot logo. Headlights are picked out. These bits right here are picked out. Silver smokestacks. Unfortunately, a little bit of the silver kind of got splotched on my cab, but whatever. Not the end of the world. The windshields are done in a nice metallic blue. The rims aren't painted, but they weren't painted on Ultra Magnus either, so not disappointed. And going down the trailer here, we can see some nice mold details throughout. If this little door here is any indication, then this thing is enormous. That's all I gotta say. But going down the trailer here, you can see the stripes there, big Autobot symbol. And lots of nice little molded details throughout. And along the top here. You see. And the back. See all the molding. This will obviously be his shins. And his feet are right there. And underneath, you can see his legs here and his, crotch. Visible crotch syndrome. I don't know. So you have that. The cab does have nice, full, free range of movement. You can do a very nice U-turn if he has to. Yeah, the front is, it's big gap right there. But, then again, the original POWERMASTER Prime had a big gap in the front too. So, hey, they're following tradition. That's all. That's all. But yeah, there you go. So there you have that. Now, accessory-wise, he does include these two double-barreled cannons right here, a la the G1 toy. Which are just cast in a gray plastic and do have some nice detailing right there. And these can plug in any number of ways. They have pegs all over the place, so you can plug them in this way, you can plug them in that way, you can plug them in sideways if you want. Totally up to you. Me personally, I like to use this peg. Plug them in that way. Just so you don't see the big gaps just kind of sticking out. So I plug them in that way. That's how I do it. Right there, and he does include his two guns, and these are the same guns that came with Ultra Magnus, the exact same guns, right there. And these will store on the trailer. You have two pegs right back here, so you just plug one on the one side, and you plug the other on the other side. And there you go. You got storage for all your weapons. And of course, he does include his Titan Master. This is Apex. And he is obviously meant to be High Q, but for some reason they had to change his name. I guess they lost the rights. That usually happens with Hasbro. And you can see there's no paint on him, just plain gray head, plain red body, plain gray legs. I didn't paint nothing on him. He has an upside down face on his back. There's no covering that up. Cat hair not included, as usual. But, yeah, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint. So actually get a little bit of wiggly-waggly. The shoulders are on a ball joint, but they don't give you too much range of movement. You can see that's pretty much all the outward movement you're getting out of him. Can rotate up to that point, and that's basically it. Hips can move forward. He does have knees. You can get him sitting down, and that's it. This bottom piece right here is just one step, one blah 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 blah. Let's try to get a thought together, EmGo. This is one solid piece, so these do not move individually. There we go. That's what I was trying to say until I said blah, 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 blah. So there you have that. And for a comparison, here he is with one of Headmaster's, one of Fan's projects. Headmasters right there. So you can see how he scales with those dudes. There he is with Lord Zarek, a G1 Headmaster. Let's see how he scales there. Here he is with Minimus Ambus, who came with Leader Ultra Magnus. You can see he's way shorter than Minimus Ambus. And here he is with the G1 High Q, and he's precious. He's way taller, but he's still precious. And you can see, you know, like all the molded detail is there. You can see that all the chest detail on the original High Q is actually molded in to the Titan Master Apex. So there you have that. And you can store Apex in PowerMaster Prime. You just get them into a nice sitting position. Well, one thing you can do before I do that is you can turn the gun sideways here, and there's a little seat for him. So you can have him sitting down and manning the cannons, which is pretty cool. You know, if you have other Titan Masters, you can take it, plug it into the other side, and you can have them manning those cannons. And that's pretty cool. So you totally have that option if you wish. And of course you do have many posts on this toy that you can plug these Titan Masters onto, because they have those two ports on the bottoms of their feet. So there are 2 posts right here on the cab. You have 2 posts right here. You have 3 posts right here. Boom, boom, boom. You also have a post right here. And you also have a couple posts along the sides. These are meant for base mode, but if you really want to, I mean, you could just have them kind of just hanging off the side like he's got, you know, magnet boots on. Sure, why not? Dare I say, why not? Do what you want, sure, whatever. You can just have them hanging out back here, plug them in there, whatever. Plug them there, sure, why not? Live dangerously, I don't know. But if you don't want to do all that, you can just open up the cab here, and there's a nice little seat for him. So you get him into a sitting position, and this tab right here will just go into this slot right there, this groove. So you just take him, and you just tap him in. So he does hold nice and secure. And you just close that up, and now we can drive. There you go. So everything stores in the vehicle mode, and that's pretty cool. So there you have that. And for comparison, here he is with Leader Ultra Magnus, and you can see just how much remolding they did to this guy. I mean, they pretty much remolded as much as they could. A lot of remolding. Total remolding on the cab, total remolding on the trailers. They don't really share a lot of parts. They probably, you know, they obviously share a skeleton, but actual parts-wise, they don't share a lot. You know, obviously they share wheels, but, you know, not too much else. As you can see, they do share feet. They do have the same feet, which are visible in vehicle mode. But yeah, it's crazy the amount of remolding they did to this guy. But very well done. You know, that's one thing I've never had a problem with. When they do the heavy remolds, they knock it out of the park, and they definitely knocked it out of the park with PowerMaster Optimus Prime, in my opinion, anyway. Because while they're still the same toy, they're kind of not the same toy, and I like that. So there you have that, and here he is with the original G1 PowerMaster Optimus Prime, because it's precious. Power Mastering precious. There you go. And you can see the original G1 toy is a bit longer than the new version. There you have that. You can see that even the designs of the guns they tried to keep similar, which is pretty cool. So there you have that. And yeah, So, of course, this being one of the leader class toys in this line, he is a triple changer. He does have a base mode for some reason. Well, actually not for some reason, because the original G1 toy had the base mode too. So, it is an homage. So, this makes a lot more sense than Blaster's base mode when you really think about it. But to get to his base mode, we'll just unplug everything. We'll get Apex out of here. Get out. Get out. Close that back up, and let's get right down to it. So first thing you want to do is just want to take the cap section here and just push that in. And then you're going to come to the sides here and pop out these panels right here. Bring that up to the side. Pop that out. Bring that up to the side. And then you're just going to come to the sides here and just untab these side sections right here. That'll free that up. Just fold that up like that. And then you take the arms here, and you split them, bring them up to the sides, it will snap into place, and then just bring the arms up, like that. And then you split the legs, take this section here, just fold that up, and these legs work just like Ultra Magnus. You just want to kind of pull this tab out right there and then bring this down, and that will end up tabbing right there. So just swing that around, and that will move this out of the way. Oh yeah, you can open the back of the truck too. I totally forgot to show that off, but yeah, you can open up the back of the truck right there. You can fit like a deluxe in there, like one deluxe you could probably fit in there. So just like that, plug it in. Close that back up, and then you just take the leg and rotate it to the side like that. Just take this and bring this down and fold this down, and that's going to be a ramp. And then you just bring the leg out to the side like that, more or less. And second verse, same as the first, just bring that, swing it around, tab that in, tab it in, there we go, rotate, bring that ramp down, bring that around like that. And we're almost done. You just want to come here to the cab and flip down these little supports here, and that makes everything sit nice and level. The instructions don't tell you to do this, but the pictures on the box have it this way, so I don't know which way is the official way, but do what you want. The pictures have this opened up like this, and you want to make sure that you take this panel here and fold it in like that. So totally up to you if you wanted to leave the cab closed or open it up. Totally up to you. I'll just do it that way just because it just makes it look like it transformed a little bit more. So you just kind of get those legs positioned properly, as properly as you can anyway. And then you can take these guns and plug them into these ports right here. Just plug that one there. Plug that one there, and then you take the guns and plug them into these ports right here on either side. So you just plug that in, plug that in, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in, plug it in. And there you go. There you have PowerMaster Prime in his base mode. Okay, sure. Now, of course, you can take Apex here, and if you want him manning one of the guns, you can have him manning one of the guns. You can take your other Titan Masters, have him manning the other gun, and you do have various posts to stand your Titan Masters on. You got one there, one there, one there, one there. You have the two back here, so you can just have them standing around. Totally up to you. One thing the instructions show you that does not work at all, the instructions actually show you taking one of these guns and plugging it right here, and it seems like that is the intent, but it doesn't work. You can see right here, there is a slot right there in the middle of the gun, and there is this raised bit right here, and you can see it fits perfectly, but this is not long enough to actually tab this into place and hold it securely. There's no friction there whatsoever. It does not work, and it seems like that was the intent, but it ended up just not working, so I don't know. But you can do that, or you can just have Apex just kind of hanging out back here. Whatever you want. There you go. Actually, I'm standing right here for now. So there you have that. And for comparison, here he is with Blaster in his base mode. And I think Blaster pulls off the base mode a bit better. So, there you go. There you have that. And here he is with G1 POWERMASTER Prime in his base mode. Causes pressures. Base moding pressures. And I do think that the G1 version pulls off the base mode a bit better. But there you go. So there you have that. So moving on to robot mode. Let's just get all of this off. Pop it 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 off. There we go. So to get him into robot mode, you're just going to just straighten his legs out. Rotate it so it's oriented properly. Take the foot here and just swing it down and bring it forward on that double joint, and then just take this panel right here and just wrap it around his leg. That'll tab in, and just bring the whole leg down, and you're done. Second verse, same as the first. Extend, bring that foot down, swing it forward, wrap this around, that'll tab in, and you just rotate, bring it down, and you got your legs all done. Let me raise up a little bit now. Yeah. And then you just want to bring this down. You want to bring this whole assembly up. Rotate that down. And if it hasn't done so by itself, just flip that back in. You do want to take the cab and extend it back out for now. So you just want to pull it down and then slide it forward. And then you want to untab this section here, rotate around, and then you can bring it down. And now you can take this and slide all this back down, right there. And that will sit in there, all nice and secure like. And then you come in here and you pull out the helmet, right there. Just make sure you open it up all the way, like that. And they can close this up. Again, make sure that this panel is flipped in because that gives you the clearance for all of that right there. Snap that together. Bring that chest piece up. And there we almost have a POWERMASTER Prime. I'm going to take the guns, plug these into his shoulders. Right there to complete the look. And again, you can use these pegs if you want, plug them in sideways, whatever you want to do. And of course, he's missing a head. So we just take apex here and we fold them in half. And there is the head. And as you can see, it's a very Orion-packed head sculpt, but some nice silver paint. Does look very good. Right there. And then you just take it and you'll whoop, stay still. And you just pop it in. Pop it in. Pop it in. There we go. Pop it in. And then the helmet. You can see what's happening right there. And the helmet just comes down and over all that. And something's getting stuck. Why is something getting stuck? Oh, his arm. His arm is in the way. Make sure his arm is where it's supposed to be. There we go. Bring that down. Boom! And there you go. There you have POWERMASTER Prime in his robot mode. And it looks very nice. Definitely looks cool in my opinion. Do quite like it. Getting close on the head sculpt. Nice primey head sculpt. It's a little hard to see his eyes in there because his eyes are pretty recessed in that helmet, so the light doesn't get to it all that well. But still a very nice sculpt. You get some silver paint right there on the crest, silver for the mouth plate. You get some nice molding. So it is a good head sculpt. Got a lot of molded detail here on the chest. And it's picked out mostly in silver. Some nice Autobot symbols right there with the silver background. That looks really nice. And going down the body. See everything. It would have been nice if they had picked out some of this detail with some paint. Unfortunately, they didn't, but oh well. At the end of the world. And the blue plastic does have that nice metal flake finish. You can see it especially on the feet there. Has a little sparkle to it, and I love that. Love it very much. On the back here, you can see you just have kind of big blocky legs. right there. So, there you have that. Now, articulation-wise, the head can do a full 360, even with the way the helmet gimmick works. You can still do a full 360. You can't really look up and down. That's not going to happen. The arms can rotate a full 360. On a ratchet joint, you do have inward and outward movements, and these panels right here will move out of the way to accommodate. So you have pretty much full outward movement there. You're going to have to move those guns out of the way to make full use of it. You got a bicep swivel. You have slightly under 90 degrees of elbow bend. The hands can open and close due to the way this is all molded together. There is no wrist swivel. No waist swivel due to transformation. Legs can go forward that much. Can go back only that much. Outward movement. You can do the full splits. Thigh swivel. Under 90 degrees of knee bend just due to all this stuff behind his legs. And the feet can move up. They can move down. You can make use of that double joint right there. No ankle pivots. As you can see, the feet are actually molded at an angle. So you can at least stand in a nice little A stance there. And he has no choice but to stand in an A stance because the way his legs are molded, he can't actually put his legs together. So he has no choice but to stand in an A stance. But that's okay. So there you have that. And of course you can have him holding his weapons. Now, it's weird how this works because he actually doesn't hold the weapons with his hands. You can see right in here, there's actually a slot right there in that panel. And that's what you're plugging that into. So you actually have to leave his hands open to access that slot, and then you just plug the gun into the slot. And that's how he holds it. His fingers play no part whatsoever in holding that gun. And it's not really the most secure connection either. But that's the way it is. So you just take that and just tab it into the other side right there. There you go. So now he has his weapons. So there you have that. Now for comparison, here he is with Leader Blaster. So you can see how they scale together. You can see Blaster's actually a little bit taller than POWERMASTER Prime. So there you have that. Here he is with Leader Jetfire. See how he scales there. He's actually a little bit taller than Jetfire. There you have that. Here he is with Leader Megatron. And that works pretty well. He's actually maybe still a hair shorter than Megatron, maybe. Like a hair, but that works. Works for me anyway. What else? Here he is with Leader Ultra Magnus. And you can see, yeah, they don't really share too much. They share these hip pieces. They share feet. Obviously, they share wheels. Other than that, not much else. I mean, this section right here, they share. There might be some other parts somewhere that maybe they share. Not even these pieces. These pieces right here are different molds. Those back pieces. Yeah, I mean they remolded almost everything. So yeah, as you can see, while they are essentially the same toy, not the same. And I really love that. You know, like I said before, when they do the remolds, they knock it out of the park, and I think they definitely knocked us out of the park. So there you have that. And here he is with the G1 POWERMASTER Prime. Gorgeous precious. He has a really big head and small hands, but he's still precious. There you go. So there you have that. And yeah, there you have POWERMASTER Prime. Very nice figure. Very, very well done remold, in my opinion. I think they did a great job on this. As far as the two leaders go, I do still like Blaster better. Still a very good figure, but I think Blaster wins the leader wave of Titans Returns. But yeah, still very, very cool figure. I do quite like him. It's nice to have an updated POWERMASTER Optimus Prime. Very cool. Very well done. So There you have that. So if you would like a Power Master Optimus Prime or any other Titans Return figures, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out the Titans Return playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Titans Return Leader Class Power Master Optimus Prime, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, boom in your face! Excuse me, sir. Oh, yes, Jeffire, what can I do for you? You look different, sir. Oh, I just got my hair cut. But he didn't have hair in the first place. Anyway, sir, I just got finished doing recon. All is clear for now. Excellent, excellent. So what I want you to do now is... Oh, bless you, sir. What the... Oh, sorry about that. Are you okay, sir? Yeah, I'm fine, I'm good. You know what? I'm just going to, gonna go back outside. I just thought of something else I need to do. Whoa, what, there's something wrong? What happened?